It's the Tony Rose Morning Show on Sam 100.7. How's it going out there, everybody? Hope you had a good one on your Monday morning, July the 7th, 2008. And, folks, it is exactly 2 weeks away, the big audition date coming up on the 21st of this month in Louisville. We've got on the line with us one of the producers from American Idol, Patrick Lynn. How you doing, Patrick?
I'm good. How you doing this morning?
I am doing super, man. Thanks for taking some time out to come on the air and hang out with us, man. I know you guys have just been living this American Idol thing for a few years now. What's it like being just part of the behind the scenes of the world of American Idol?
Well, you know, it's weird. I've been on Idol since day one, so it's kind of like me. It's like, well, it's my job. You know, it's like we live in a bubble on Idol, and you know, every once in a while we get to go on the outside of it, which is towards the end of the year when we do those home stories, the returning hero type thing. And I went on David Cook's this past year, and it's crazy. I mean, it's really crazy. I never really realized how crazy until I actually, I got on the outside.
Right. Wow, man. Now, of course, with Idol, you've been on it since day one. What's kind of been the biggest surprise of all the winners? The one where you thought, man, I cannot believe this guy or this girl actually won this thing. Who was like your biggest shocker?
I would say probably Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor was the biggest shocker because I really liked Kat McPhee that year.
Yeah.
I like Taylor as well, but I really thought Kat was going to win.
Right.
This past year, everybody kept saying, Archie's going to win, Archie's going to win, and I kept bringing it up. It's like, you know what? Let's find out at the finale, because I remember the Ruben Clay finale.
Right.
Everybody said, Clay was going to win. Clay was going to win, and sure enough, Ruben won. Same thing happened this year with David Cook.
Yeah.
I like David. I like both Davids, but
right.
I really think the right guy, took home the crown this year.
Wow. Now, what do you think too? Like, because you have your winners, but still, if you make it in that top 10, top 5, you got a shot at being a superstar in the music business. You see it with Daughtry and so many, the other folks out there. I mean, did you ever think the show would catapult not just the winners, but so many of the other people into stardom like it has?
We didn't really expect it, but we certainly hoped it would.
Yeah.
And as time has shown, as we've established Idol as this, as a part of the music industry, it's coming down to that. So it's like it's not necessarily just going to be the winner. It's going to be the runner-up.
Right.
The top 8, the top 4, the top 2.
Right.
It's going to be Daughtry at number 4, and it's anybody's ball game.
Right.
It's the talent is talent.
Now, okay, so we got a new season. It's going to be starting up, I guess, right in 09, I guess, right? That's when the actual season will go in the air. So we got the auditions getting ready to fire up again. For the first time ever, you guys are going to come to Kentucky, right? In the audition process. Now, have you make it to Kentucky a lot? Do you got any friends, relatives close to this area? Know much about the Bluegrass State?
A guy by the name of Bill Lamb at the local Fox affiliate introduced us to, Louisville. He started calling me last year.
Yeah.
And super nice guy. And he basically said, come on by. So, he sent me a couple of pictures of places. Of course, I know that, it's the home of the, most famous, 2 minutes in sports.
Oh, yeah.
Churchill Downs, and the Kentucky Derby, the Louisville Slugger. I knew those little things. But then I got out there, and then you find out it's the home of the Muhammad Ali Center. And a lot of really eclectic hotels and, interesting people and things to do. And it's just a great place,
Well, I tell you, you can go right down the road to Bowling Green where we're at here, and we're the home of the Corvette as well. Everybody loves the Corvette.
Really?
They make them right here in Bowling Green. Yeah, so that's a Kentucky-made automobile as well. So there's some more interesting tidbits for you to throw out there, too,
Very nice.
Okay, so these auditions are coming up July 21st. What can people expect if they've never auditioned for the show before, if they've been waiting for it to get close to them like this in Kentucky? It's a crazy atmosphere. We see it on TV, but what is really going on? What do they need to do? Kind of give us some 411 on how to go about doing this.
Okay, first and foremost, remember all your best information is going to be found at AmericanIdol.com.
Right.
So, but for Louisville, just so you know, it works over the course of 3 days. The 19th and 20th are registration days.
Okay.
So starting early in the morning on the 19th, all the way through the 20th to the morning of the 21st, you can register to audition for American Idol.
Okay.
Now, on the morning of the 21st, you can you'll come back. You will already have a wristband and a ticket. The
Right.
wristband is your audition. The ticket is the order we go in.
Right.
Now, you have to remember, you have to bring photo ID. You have
Gotcha.
It's one of our rules. Don't show up without it.
Okay.
Because what we do with a lot of people, it's like when they don't show up without it, we say go home and get it.
Right.
You show up on the 21st with your wristband, your ticket, and your photo ID again. Now, remember, you're going to need your photo ID to register, just to get that out there. But you come back on the 21st or super early in the morning, and we'll do all that stuff that you see on Idol, early morning, big crowds, stuff like that. So, you want to be a part of that, come on out.
Right on. And now ages. What are the ages this year for the new season of Idol? How old, how young?
Well, as young as 16, as old as 28.
Okay.
Now, there are dates in between. You've got to be 16 by a certain date and 28, no older than 28 by a certain date.
Okay.
So all that information can be found at AmericanIdol.com.
All right, AmericanIdol.com. And before I let you get out of here, is there a secret? Is there a do and a don't, I guess, for making it not only on TV but making it to Hollywood that you could pass along to people? I know you got to have some singing ability first, but is there, something that you see people do all the time that just kind of gets them knocked out right off the get-go?
Fear.
Really?
Yeah, fear. People that get too nervous. Don't be scared. Don't be nervous. Fear is your greatest enemy at American Idol. Just be yourself. That's what we're looking for. Don't try to be anything other than yourself.
Okay.
Sometimes we find the most mundane people, or what some people might think are the most mundane people, to be the most fascinating.
Right on. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So take a deep breath and just go with it, right?
Absolutely.
There you go. Patrick, thank you for taking the time out. I know you're very busy with the show, for coming on and giving us the pep talk here and encouragement in Kentucky. AmericanIdol.com. We look forward to seeing you on the 21st up in Louisville. I hope you enjoy your stay in the Bluegrass State, buddy.
Thank you. I know I will.
There you go. It's Patrick Ladd, producer for American Idol. It's the Tony Rose Morning Show on Sam 100.7.